This is Blink charging on the monthly chart, and as you can see, price is near all-time lows. This is what I consider the accumulation area where big money, smart money adds and develops a position to go long. So just keep that in mind. However, the weekly chart suggests there is still more downside risk. However, price may be in the process of forming a double bottom. That would be bullish. Typically, when a stock reaches the lows, it just doesn't shoot up, right? Because this move higher meant that there were some unfilled remaining buy orders that did not get filled because of the steep increase in price. So just keep that in mind. Potentially price is going down to form a double bottom. Doesn't mean that price can't go lower than the most recent lows. But again, because we're in this accumulation area. Now this is the daily chart. And this daily seller's level at $4.10 did hold once. You had a drop in price base and then a drop. Price pulled back and then dropped again. So I'm going to take this level off because it's no longer valid. Now before we continue with the analysis, let's look at this article. So Blink Charging stock is up more than 5% after Ken Griffin's Citadel Advisors disclosed purchasing shares of the company. Griffin disclosed ownership of 610,000 shares through a regulatory filing, equivalent to a 0.9% ownership stake. Now, if you don't know about Ken and his Citadel Advisors, they are the money maker on Wall Street. Most trades go through electronically, and they are responsible for matching the buy and the sell orders. Just keep that in mind. Citadel carries an average holding period of 19 quarters, almost 5 years, so for stocks in its 13F portfolio. As a result, shareholders could estimate that the fund plans on holding Blink Charging stock for the long haul. Blink Charging shareholders shouldn't get overly excited, however. As of the third quarter, Citadel held a position of 5,800 stocks with an asset under management of over $90 billion. Based on the current price of Blink Charging and Citadel's third quarter assets under management, Citadel's portfolio allocation towards the company is less than 0.0001%. So nothing to get too excited about. Now, Griffin is the only one who has recently purchased shares in the company. His top shareholders include BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. Now, together, they control roughly $46 trillion around the world. Control meaning they manage the funds of the wealthy and the entities, which amounts to $46 trillion. Just keep that in mind. During the third quarter, Blink reported revenue of $43 million, up by 152% year over year. Gross profit tallied in the $13 million, up by 167%, while gross margin grew 30% from 28% in Q3 of last year. Additionally, the company raised its 2023 revenue guidance to between 128 and 133 million, up from the prior guidance of between 110 and 120 million. Blink expects a positive adjusted EBITDA run rate by next year this time. All right, so that's all positive. That's all positive news. Now, this is going back to the daily chart. And I do have this line in the sand at $3 because that was support, somewhat support. Now, you could also see that potentially price has formed a reverse head and shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. So, again, on the weekly chart, price is potentially forming a double bottom, which would kind of be in this area here. And as we saw in the monthly chart, these levels are down at the accumulation phase. So I would say that the worst is in for Blink. And if you think about it on a macro standpoint, interest rates are no longer going higher, they will be going lower. Again, cost of capital will be lowered. And that's definitely going to help companies like Blink. So if you believe in Blink longer term, you may consider dollar cost averaging or pick an area where you're comfortable going long. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.